Hi people, welcome. If you want to find out how you're doing on inside your DarwinX account, I'm just going to show you a few things. So you'll notice that I'm 262nd out of so many traders. Okay, if we go through here, you'll see I'm 262nd out of 7,761. Now I ceased trading probably on the 23rd. I probably stopped trading altogether. I'm going to wait until the second week of January for some stability, because there's some major movements inside gold where a lot of people have been caught out in other groups, i.e. where the spread, remember I said to you about when a candle can open higher or lower, and this is what's caused a few people to lose their instant accounts. This is why it's very, very sensible not to trade in the holiday period, because it can actually eliminate your accounts quickly. Of course, with DarwinX, we don't have to worry about that because we're drawdown proof, okay, to a certain degree, provided we pay our monthly income, or it's paid with inside our profits that we make with inside our DarwinX account. Now this video is going to be a bit of a tutorial video. I'm going to show you how you can bring up your information with your own DarwinX account. So if you want to know how you're getting on and stuff like that, I'm going to show you. Okay, so this video is going to be a short one. It's not going to be too long because obviously we're in the Christmas period. I've got a party to go to, so if there's anyone here, I wish you all a Merry Christmas as well. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you this. So the first thing I want to show you is my track record. So you'll see that I had a drawdown when I first started, okay, and this has slowly gone all the way up. This is when Trump made or was elected president, okay. And then we got a little bit of a rocky move in the news, and now we've got a nice steady line. The reason we got a nice steady line is because I've stopped trading. If we go to my trading account, okay, what you do, okay, now this is very important, because if you don't quite know how to do this, this is a good thing to do, okay. You'll see that I'm in profit of £1,749 with my account 3, okay. And what I did basically is to make sure that I stop my algo trading is you want to make sure you also click right mouse click properties, and then you want to go to common, and then you want to make sure that you tick off the algo trading button here as well, and then hit OK. If you don't, what will happen is, because this is an artificial intelligent bot, it's already artificially chosen where it wants to go, so it's almost got like a mind of its own. Even if you turn it off inside here, okay, where I've done here, allow DAOs I've turned off, allow algorithmic trading I've turned off, this thing can still place trades because it's almost in its memory bank, okay. And what you're going to do is, if you do that, you could fall victim to losing trades, okay, which you've got to be very, very careful, because at the moment the spreads are all over the place. Candles are opening high and low in different margins, okay, and I wouldn't trust the market to do what you want it to do. So this is my account 3, this one here is my account 1, and you'll see that I've shut this one off, exactly the same thing, okay. You'll see that no trades are running. I've made sure I've turned it off in the tools area. I've also made sure I've turned off my USD CAD bot. You'll see that there is no blue hat. If there's no blue hat, this normally means that the bot is disabled and it's not going to place any trades. Very, very important, because if you're not careful, you will lose some trades, okay. Although I've earned quite a bit of money inside this system, okay, I probably would be safe and I could trade, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to allow emotions to take over my actual way that I want to trade, okay, because I trade with known support and resistance lines, and I want to make sure that I get in the market and get out of the market as quickly as I can. I want to stay in the market as least as possible, so I have less chance of risk, because I work in 3 lots, okay. Now I can only do this because I've got over 354,000 inside my account, okay. Now if you was earning on 100k, you could still do this. I would suggest doing 1 lot, but remember, what you can earn is also what you can lose, okay. So this is something you need to bear in mind. Now the MT4 account, this is my zombie account, okay. You'll see that this is at 77,970. I pay $38 for this account at the moment every single month, out of my own hard-earned cash. Okay, once I get this back up to 100k, then I will switch this over, and any profits I make with inside this account will then come out of my profits margin, and then this will be another one that's running on autopilot. This is a great one to show you because this is quite possibly the position that you're in at the moment, where you could be less than 100k, because it does take a while to learn how to use these systems. You'll see that the Sectant 24 Gold EA made 5,653 in its period that it's been running. It also has got a sorrow face. This is where I've shut the boss off. Okay, so it's, you know, you just get a little sad face that pops up on here, and you'll notice that AI is paused due to holidays. Okay, so you know, even the artificial intelligence is telling you that you shouldn't be trading in this position at the moment because it's paused for holidays. So it's very, very important to pay attention to the information that you're given, especially with gold at the moment. There's a few people, as I said to you before, that have been burned by gold. Okay, because why on earth would you be trading in gold? Okay, which is just bizarre when we're already, you know, in a holiday period. So if we look here, you'll see that this was my last trade which I traded. Okay, which is it actually, there was an inverted triangle which was this one here. Okay, and then I moved the triangle line over, and you know that I was bang on what I was going to do. So even though I probably would have made trades that were profitable, I had a high risk that due to the market and the way that the tickers are working at the moment, it could put me in an awkward situation, and I wasn't prepared to do that. So that's the very reason why I didn't want emotion to rule the way that I traded. So now you've seen this, I'm just going to show you, let's go back to the window here. Okay, this is the actual DarwinX window. I'm going to show you how we can bring up our information, okay, inside Darwin. All right, so you'll notice that you've got my Darwin, Darwin IA, and then we've got the payments. Well, I'll give you a quick look at the payments, okay, which I'm expecting on the 3rd of January, which is right here, and this is at $1,139, well, pounds. Okay, so this is pounds, so I'm making just under £1,400, which I get on the 3rd of January. Now what can happen, okay, is when you get your performance fee, sometimes it can take up to 7 days for this to go through, because it works that Saturday and Sunday is not classed as a trading day. So if you find you get this probably in the 8th or the 10th or the 11th, this is perfectly normal. They normally tell you somewhere that you're, here we go, look, please note the performance fees are paid within 5 business days since the accrual date. Okay, so what this means is that the 5 dates, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and the 10th. So it means you can get paid from the 4th to the 10th when you start to receive your performance fee. Now I've just shown you that, and you'll see that I've got lots and lots of info here. This was my first payment, which got 399.66, and of course what I've done is I switched this over, so this is now running this account fully automatic, where we're not actually paying any monthly fees for this account. This account is highly profitable. You can see every 3 months I'm making around about 1,139. Okay, using the methods I show you inside Darren's Trading Academy. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I want to show you the Darwin IA. So the first thing you want to do is go back to my Darwin, and you'll notice that this is your Darwin. Okay, so this is mine, right? So you can see that I've got a return of 17.81%. You'll see that I'm under an asset under management of £1,115. Okay, but you'll see that the HVCZ, which is very, very important, this is my unique Darwin code. So what you need to do is, with a pen, is write down HVCZ. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to move over. You go to Darwin IA and click on here. YNSH, just checking that as well. Okay, it's only because I'm recording that it finds it very difficult to do, so let's do that again. Okay, so we're in the Darwin IA. Okay, and you'll see that there's lots of positions. Okay, you can see the allocations that people were getting inside here as well, right? So you can see that, you know, if we scroll all the way through, I know roughly what number I am, okay, but what I'm going to be showing you is how you can actually find the number a lot quicker. So if you use search Darwin number, okay, and if we just for argument's sake use YNSH, you'll see it comes up. You just click on this button. This is going to open up this position here, okay, and this isn't me, by the way, this is someone else, okay, and you'll see that if I go out of this, we go back to the Darwin IA again, or if we click on this button here to come off, now you can add in another search. So you could search for someone else's Darwin, you could search for mine, okay, my one is HVCZ, okay, so you could actually search for my Darwin and you'll see that this is all of authentic. And if we click on this now, okay, this is going to bring up my actual Darwin account, okay. Now this is my Darren's trading account, okay. If we go back here into my Darwin, and you'll see that this is Darren's trading account, which is right here, okay. You'll see that my current code is 11781. You also see that my number is 262, okay, and you'll see that if I now go back into here again, I've just given you confirmation so you can see exactly what I'm showing you. So it's HVCZ. Now we're going to click on here, okay, and it's going to bring up lots and lots of personal information which you can actually get your hands on, okay. So you'll see that I was paid on my first allocation, which was $30,000, okay. I'm not sure if you click on this you can actually open up any more information. I don't think you can, but you can also see my position is 262, all right, out of 7,761 other traders. You'll see that my £30,000 is a 3-month allocation, okay. I have other allocations, including an allocation that I brought as well. If we click on here, it's going to bring up the allocations, okay. It's also going to show my total allocation received, which is 175,000. My current allocation is 115,000. 3 straight months of receiving allocations, okay. So it gives you lots and lots of info here. This is my position, and you can see that I started off as like everyone else, okay, and you can see that as we've moved up, you'll notice that I started at 4,220, then I went to 1,076, then in August I was at 1,077, then in September I was at 600, then in October I was at 666, then in November I made 96th place with 55k, okay, and then I moved here, which was 262 in December, okay. So this is my highest rank that I've ever had. Well, it's actually higher than that actually. It's funny how it works this out, but if we go back to the allocations, and you'll see that this was my first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, and my 6th, okay, which is December 2024. And if we go to my rating, we click on the rating, and you'll see that these are my ratings, okay. So this is where I've been inside, and you see I'm at number 89, okay, rating between 90 and 100. You also see that I made the top 5% as a trader, rating higher than 95% of all the other Darwins, okay. Now I'm not doing this to blow smoke, okay. What I'm basically doing this, I'm showing you that what I teach will get you to this level as well. You'll see that my rating higher then is 96.62% of participants, okay. 96 is pretty damn good, okay. You know, if you had a actual condensing boiler which is heating your house and you've got maximum efficiency, it's going to be between 96 and 97, and that's at the max you're ever going to get. Now I'm at 96.62%, okay, so you know I'm doing pretty damn good. So you know, I just wanted to show you that, give you an idea. My return on my profits is 16.93%, and you can see that if you click on this link here, it's going to show you exactly how you can work out the calculated return and the current Darwin IA edition each month, the return of the 5 previous months, and the maximum drawdown in both periods together. Remember, it works by a water print, normally by the lowest margin that you'd get, okay. And this is very safe, because if you are actually being chosen to use money for another investor. They want people that are going to be investable but also safe when you're trading. Okay, and I teach you how to do all this as well. The max drawdown, which was at 8.53%, this was yeah, that's quite a high drawdown. Okay, but as I show you, DarwinXzero is very good at recovering from drawdowns. Okay, if we were running a actual funded account, we'd still be with inside our 10% margin. Okay, because this is minus 8.53. Not that I'm telling you to run out and go and get yourself instant funded accounts, because I would strongly advise you not to. Okay, I would suggest that if you are in the right country to use the DarwinXzero account, I would suggest you do that, because this is the safest way that I found online, which is going to help you in your trading success and your trading journey. Okay, so this was one of the reasons why I just wanted to show you that. So you know, you can see that HVC. Okay, if we go and put in our zombie account, okay, I'll do this for entertainment purposes. So this one, for argument's sake, okay, which is at 77,970. If we go and sign into that one, so if I go and sign in here, I've got to remember it's this one here, and this one uses. Remember, when you sign into different accounts, you need to make sure that when you open your account, you don't use the same email address, and you want to make sure that you use a different password as well. Okay, and this way it keeps it totally independent, and the only thing you can keep the same is your actual real address and your real credentials that you need to pop in. Now you can see that this one is running at the moment in calibration, so we're at 66% at the moment, 10 out of 15. So I'm still being calibrated on this trading account. So even though I've dipped here, I started here, okay, I went up, I've done really well. Okay, along come Trump, took out my account. Okay, and then it didn't, because we hit drawdown, but we're surviving drawdown. Okay, now we hit a bit more drawdown, which you would expect for coming up to Christmas anyway, because gold is going to start to jump around all over the place. Remember, I'm using GBP USD, so this is going to have quite an impact on my account. And then this one here went up, and it's now starting to go into a profitable margin. And this is why I call this a zombie account, all right? Because I allow this account, basically, I just play around with this account, and you can see that I've lots and lots of information. But what we can do with this, okay, is you see the ZBJG, so ZBJG, okay? Now you can do it on this account as well, okay, or you can use the account you've already got open. It doesn't matter, because it's going to allow you anyway to use it. So for argument's sake, this is ZBJG, this is account 3. Let's go over here. Okay, we're back here. We click on this here, so we're in my account 1, all right, because this is just easy for me to show you. And then we're going to put in ZBJG. Okay, it says sorry, no results. Now the reason why, okay, I can tell you this, is because it's still being calibrated. All right, so if you find that you're in the calibration stage and you think to yourself, oh my god, my account isn't working, this means it's a con, this means it's a scam, it's not true at all. Okay, don't panic, because what it does mean, it just means that your account is not calibrated yet. All right, it means that the risk assessment engine hasn't actually finished working on your account to show you how you're going to earn your profits and everything else. So what I'll do is I'll show you account 2. So if we go here, this was account 3, which I've just shown you. Okay, now we're going to move over to account 3, which is this one here. Account 2, sorry, this is this one here. Okay, gets confusing when you've got so many accounts. And what you have to do is, when you open up an account, you need to make sure that you open in an incognito window. All right, this is very important as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to click over here. We're going to click on new incognito window. We're going to enter Darwin, and we're going to click on here. So this should allow me to sign in. So if I click on here, it's showing me I've got to log out. Okay, so if I log out now, if I log back in, now I can log in with a different password. Okay, because at the moment my email address has to be a completely different email address for this to work. Okay, I think it's that one. No, hang on then, I might have to pause just to find it. Okay, because I've got it written in my book. Okay, so I'm just going to put in my password now. Okay, or I'm going to put in my email address. So this is my other email address that I've got, and then I'm just going to put in my password, and this is giving me access to my account 3. Okay, now my account 3 has been running probably for about 3 weeks. Okay, so it's not has been running that long, but this is VHZA, and you'll see that I'm number 4140. Okay, so I'm 4,141st out of all the other trading accounts. You see that my Darren's trading MT4. This is my MT4 account. Okay, this has been running with bots only, no manual trades. Okay, so VHZA. You see we had the same sort of principle here, where we started off really well, we went up, we came down, we hit drawdown, okay, which is perfectly normal. Now we're balancing out, and now we're just starting to make profit. Okay, you'll see that I was rewarded with 2 allocations, one for 55,000, another one for 27,500. Now I tell you a lot how to use these sort of things if you like, and you'll see that my current position, okay, my average position is 2,865. You also see that I've got another allocation received at 55,000. So you know, I'm in good position. Okay, I've also with this one, I think if we go to here, allocations, you'll see that I also purchased 100k allocation as well for $145, and you'll see that I'm at 34.98% of actually activating this. Okay, once this gets up to 100%, this just gives me another 100k that I will profit on, probably make another grand out of it, just by using this system. Okay, and again, this is something that kicks in every 3 months. So you just have to make sure that you keep yourself in a profitable margin. You'll notice at the moment that there is nothing coming to me at the moment on the 3rd of January. This account hasn't been that active that long anyway, right? So I don't expect to make any money just yet. Within the next 3 months I do. Okay, you see that this was activated in 10th of October I started this, and then I left it for a couple of weeks, probably a month, before I even started to do anything with it. Okay, so just showing you that. Now we're going to have a look at the VHZA. Okay, so if we use the same principle, if we go here and we put the VHZA. Now remember, you can do this as well, and you know, so it's come up with VHZA. Okay, it should be here. There it is, VHZA, and then we're going to click on this. And this is showing you my account 3. So this is showing you that my rating is 51.69. Okay, it's also showing my position and my trading, which is 4,141, and it gives us a little bit of stuff here that we can look at. Okay, so my rating at the moment with all the participants is just under 50%, which ain't bad. Okay, considering that this hasn't been running that long. Now if I click on here, it's going to show you my allocation. This was my allocation for 55,000. Remember, this has only been running since October, and my position, which was here, and this shows you that this was my profit margin. So I started really well. Okay, and then I hit major drawdown. Okay, remember I'm using bots only with this, and I went to 5624, and then I've gone now back to 4141. Okay, so I was in the 105th position, and then I'm back to 4141. Remember, this is an account that hit a drawdown of 19.2% drawdown. Okay, unheard of in any account. This is why DarwinXzero is very good, because it's recoverable. I could actually recover from this, okay, and be back in profit within 3 months, using the methods I show you inside my trading academy. Okay, so this is why I want to show you this. So you've seen all these accounts. I've shown you how you can get the information even when you purchase your own Darwin, you can actually put my details in and see my accounts growing. This is very good profit way of showing you how these systems work, how they're really working. Okay, and this is just going to give you that information which is going to help you on your journey. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you here anyway. Okay, so all the very best until my next video. Thank you. Bye now.